McClymonds, class of 2020, valedictorian, Punya Sam.
Hello there. I want to congratulate everyone for pushing through the many obstacles we were experiencing. From COVID-19, college applications, homework, and puberty. We all had our struggles, whether it was internal or external. Despite all of this, each one of us are tirelessly pushing ourselves to do the best that we can. We formed bonds that we grew and cherished over the years during the time we spent in school. We were able to roast each other, rely on each other, debate with each other, argue with each other, but in the end, it must grow together. You can often hear our class making jokes, from talking about Mr. Curry's head, DT's workload, Ms. Vaughn's laugh, Ms. Piper's laugh, and many more. We shared these jokes with each other and the teachers and created many memories through them. Many of our teachers were relatable and worked hard to make sure we do well in the future. The class of 2020 is one of the strongest bonds I share with my life. It's something I would cherish with me forever. I started high school as someone who was afraid to rely on others. I grew to trust myself and others once I understood it is okay to be yourself. Through my time in high school, I learned the importance of making connections and creating moments with them that I can cherish and call special. It doesn't matter if you're a 4.0 student, the most popular student, the cutest student, or anything. What matters most is the legacy you leave behind. Your legacy is not determined by how successful you are or how much money you make. It is defined by the bonds you form and the lasting impact on those you form them with. Our senior class will be remembered not for our popularity, goofiness, or favors, rather the relationships we built and the kind of person each one of us was. I was able to make close friends and grew relationships I already had. Through these relationships, I was able to overcome many obstacles and truly be myself. There will always be ups and downs, whether you're in high school or out in life. Don't be afraid to reach out for help from others. MAC is a home for students and staff where we can rely on each other and be ourselves. Always remember to stay hydrated, keep in touch, and stay true to yourself. Make sure to follow me on Twitter to follow my journey or just to chat. I want to thank the friends, family, students, and staff that helped me and many others through our tough journey through high school. Congratulations to the class of 2020, and I wish you success from the bottom of my heart. I'll miss you all, and good luck to all the future classes at our school. Make this school a special place for everybody. Your background doesn't matter. As long as you put in the work and are able to grow as a person, you'll be able to accomplish your goals. Thank you all who have been with me and helped me become who I am now through the journey that I will continue to adventure. Thank you.
McClymonds, class of 2020, salutatorian, Ariana Bell.
Greeting, family, friends, teachers, and all of the McClymonds School staff and alumni. And a special thanks to my mother, Talani King, who took the time to believe in me, take care of me, show me the right path, and always telling me I'm capable of doing anything I put my mind to, and also with the love and support. My name is Ariana Bell, and I have given this amazing opportunity to speak to you as the class salutatorian. We welcome you to the commencement celebration McClymonds graduation class of 2020. Can you believe it? It's been 4 years ago, and most of us walked into these halls as nervous as we were on the first day of school. Now we are finished walking through these halls, feeling brave and proud of what we accomplished and all the new goals that we had set for ourselves. As I look back at my last 4 years of high school, I think no one can describe it best in this quote. It was the best of time, it was the worst of time. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the echo of belief, it was the echo of curiosity and doubt. I truly believe this quote describes all the hopes, fears, dreams, and occasional heartaches we felt at some time or another throughout our years in high school. We accomplished one of the major early milestones of our lives, graduating from high school. This is a major step in the journey of our lives, the one that should be recognized for the immense significance. We all worked hard to get to this day, and our hard work did not just go for waste. Even though the corona pandemic ruined our senior activities and ruined our opportunity to graduate on stage where our family and friends can see us, but it did not ruin our passion and our hope to continue to be great. However, graduation is not the end. Think of this as a life lesson that you have to appreciate life for what it's for. Wherever your future takes you, let it take you somewhere. Life is a journey, and all the accomplishments we achieve during this course should be taken as a starting point to further your education. But before we can begin to reach for the stars, there is one more personal milestone that we all need to work on, is to find ourselves. As I said before, life is a journey. We don't just stop growing once we receive our high school diploma. We have to continue to learn new skills that will carry us for the rest of our lives so we can become great. At the end, we did it, and I hope you believe that you can change the world with your actions. Thank you, and go class of 2020.
Bilal Ahmed. Avante Ainsworth. Gary Alexander. Raid Al-Gahaim. Nasir Amuflahi. Valeria Avalos Jauregui. Ariana Bell. Nikia Bourne. Marshawn Boyden. Nasir Brooks. Shanye Berge. Nyree Burleson Goodman. Kayla Butler. Nakaya Butler. Nehemiah Coleman. Devon Connor. Dwayne Davis. Trinity Davis. Andrew Diamond. Angel Diamond. Javon Dickerson. Jordan Fluker. Santanese Garza. Dalen Gooseby. Jelani Handy. Jalen Holmes. Clarice Jefferson. Dominique Johnson. Kyra Jones. Latrice Jones. Charles Joseph. Daquan Karanja. Destiny Killingsworth. Anaya Kirkpatrick. Rena Lee. Jakari Lindsay. Anthony Mack. Ritika Mahajan. Tyja Martin. Timba Mashama. Armand McKnight. Trayvon Meadows. Troy Nicholson. Ashley Oriana Aguilar. Imani Perry, Emmanuel Perry, Daniel Phoenix, Richard Pittman, LaTroy Quinney, Walter Richardson, Sincere Robinson, Anthony Rodriguez, Alana Sam Mikkel Sapp, Maria Sarwari, Lauren Shaw, Samaj Sims, Montrell Smith, Punya Sam, Niana Stamps, Jermaine Taylor, Ernest Tillis, Miaje Turrentine, Lauren Washington, Alasia Waterman, Brandon Williams, James Willoughby, James Wilson, Edward Woods, Angel Wyatt, Imala Jabari Zuberi. McClymonds, Class of 2020, Graduation, Keynote Speaker, Dr. Whitehurst.
Greetings. My name is Dr. Allie Whitehurst, and I'm grateful to be the commencement speaker for the Class of 2020. The Class of 2020 is very special to me because in 2016, when I returned from Chicago after having worked there for several years, I came home to retire, only to receive a call to attend a community meeting at McClymonds. The reason was there were rumors again that they were trying to close McClymonds. And of course, I wanted to participate in making sure that didn't happen. And so I came to the community meeting, and there I learned that the staff was coming together to work on a plan to redesign the school. And so I was really excited about the opportunity to join with that team and have the opportunity once again to work with my colleague, Dr. Taylor, and my former students, Mrs. McGee and Mr. McGee. And yes, I met parents and grandparents and cousins and uncles and aunts of our students who were my former students. And so it was like coming full circle, and I was glad to be home. And that started my journey with the freshman class that entered in 2016. You see, the redesign plan called for a freshman academy and a revamped engineering pathway and a new entrepreneurship pathway. And so when the freshmen came, they were all gathered into the wing on first floor. And some asked, including some of the freshmen at the time, why do we have to be separated on first floor? Why can't we mix and mingle with everybody else at the school? Well, the reason was that this class was so important as we entered this new phase of redesign that we wanted to make sure that they were nurtured and supported. And so Mr. Scott, who was principal at the time, and Mr. Carson, a vice principal, and teachers like Miss Hutton and Mr. Lett and Miss Vaughn, and parents like Miss Talani and Miss Zanetta, along with you, the freshman class, came together to make that wing uniquely your own. I remember some of you climbing on ladders, putting up paper and posting the sign, Class of 2020. And during that time, you did mix and mingle with others in the school and become engaged in this loving, broader family. And at that time, in that freshman academy, friendships were forged. And yes, romances budded and blossomed. And some of those are still together today, but I won't call names. And now, here you are, the class of 2020, ready for the next phase of your journey. And so, I want us to think about, as a family, what we have done together to support you to get you to this point. McClymonds has a mission statement that is what we want to accomplish together in supporting the students. And working together, we wanted to create STEAM personalized experiences that would help you discover your special gifts and talents and your uniqueness. And you say, why STEAM? What is STEAM? Well, STEAM typically stands for science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math. But we've added English and entrepreneurship, the social sciences, all of those courses and all of those activities that you are engaged in, or STEAM experiences to prepare you for the 21st century. It doesn't matter whether you want to become an engineer or an entrepreneur. These skills are so important to your success, regardless of what your desire is to do in the future. And so, hopefully together, we have put some steam behind your dreams. The other thing that we wanted to do together was to build a supportive and nurturing environment. An environment that would support who you are as an individual. Respect your own individuality, and at the same time, respecting others. We also work together to empower you to take ownership of your own learning. We wanted you to continue to discover your gifts and your talents, because you are not the same as you were when you entered kindergarten, 6th grade, 9th grade. And so we want to make sure that you continue to discover who you are and continue to grow in who you are. And all of those things have come together to prepare you for this day. We wanted you to be, and we believe you are, college, career, and community ready. And so now I just want to leave 5 things with you to consider as you begin your journey. 5 things that I think are so important to your success. The first is critical thinking. That is, be able to think for yourself. With so much information coming at us every day, all day, sometimes it's hard to decide or determine what is true, what is right. And so you must be able to synthesize and get in there and dig and understand and take things apart and do your own research. And so critical thinking is really, really key. You must be problem solvers as well as problem finders. Problem solving is important, but problem finding is equally as important. Well, what do you mean by problem finding? Certainly not to go out and look for trouble. But, when you're not feeling well and you need to go to the doctor just doesn't start prescribing medicine to you before they have done a diagnosis to see what's wrong. And so it is in life. You must diagnose, you must analyze to determine the best course of action for yourself. The other C is collaboration. And the third one is communication. So I want those two to go together because they go hand in hand. Collaboration is important because we are not an island. We need each other. And because we need each other, we must communicate with each other, and we must communicate effectively. We need to be able to write well and speak well so that we are communicating our ideas clearly. McClymonds has experienced 4 years of championships. Under the leadership of Coach Peters and his staff, this class of 2016 has been around for 4 championships, and that's phenomenal. But that took collaboration. It took working together. It took communicating, speaking with each other, understanding each other. And as a result, we were winners. And that is what you must continue to do to win. Collaborate, communicate, work together. And the next and fourth thing is continue to learn. This is really important in this 21st century. Things are changing so rapidly, and that is so clear in this pandemic, because life after this pandemic will be so different than it was before. And even during this pandemic, it's really sad that you didn't have your prom as planned, or we aren't in a live setting for celebrating your commencement. But look at technology still provides the opportunity for us to communicate and collaborate and work together. And these are the skills that you will need as you go forward. And so you must continue to learn new things so that you can be successful. High school is not the end of your learning. It is yet another beginning. The fifth and final thing that I want to impress upon you is to be community ready, to be engaged in your community. Give back. Be prepared not to just complain, but to act. You see something, do something about it in a positive way. Again, I think about Dr. Taylor. 50 years, a McClymonds alumni, giving back to her school, her community, her city. Mr. and Mrs. McGee, McClymonds alumni, coming home, coming back to pour into you. Coach Peters, McClymonds alumni. Marcus Peters, McClymonds alumni, continuing to give back, to support and make this community a better place. And so I challenge you to be community ready. One way that you can demonstrate that, you're now 17 or 18, and this is a critical election year. So vote. Register to vote and vote if you have not already done so. And there's also the census. It's important to be counted in the census. Do you know that federal dollars that come to our communities, those dollars are based on the number of people living in those communities? So funding for education, for after-school programs, for housing, for medical, for so many things. Those are determined by the number of people living in the community, and to know that, you need to be counted in the census. So make sure that you and your parents and everyone else you know are counted. So keep those 5 things in front of you. The world is waiting for you. You are ready for the next leg of your journey. And no matter what you choose to do in life, it is important because it is your God-given gifts and talents that you want to use to make a difference in the world. And it's not going to be easy. You know that. It hasn't been easy getting this far. But all of these struggles that you might have had should have only made you stronger. And so as I close, I want to share this poem with you that was written by John Greenleaf Whittier. He's an American poet who was born over 200 years ago, or about 200 years ago. But it's a very important poem for me because it talks about never giving up. And as you prepare for this next phase of your journey, sometimes you're going to want to quit, but you must not. And so I'm going to share this with you. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when your funds are low and your debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to cry. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is strange with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure comes about when you might have won if you stuck it out. So don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Remember, success is failure turned inside out. The silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near, but it may seem so far. So you have to stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit. You've come this far, and the world is waiting for you, and we believe in you. And I love you, class of 2020. So go forward. Do good in the world. Go forward and be the best that you can be. God bless you all.
And now, special messages to the McClymonds graduating class of 2020 from Saweetie, Mr. Keno Carson, Mr. Antonio Davis, Mr. Jeffrey Taylor, and Ms. Jamoke Hinton Hodge.
Hey, what's up? It's Saweetie. I just want to give a special shout out to my graduating class at Mac High School. Congratulations, you did it. Now it's time to, go conquer the real world. And I'm a product to let you guys know that as long as you are ambitious, you prayed up, you got a good team with you. And if you really put your mind to something, you feel me, you can conquer whatever your wildest dreams may be. Congratulations. And a wise woman once said, make that money, honey, and don't let it make you. I know that's right. Congratulations, y'all.
Graduating class of McClymonds High School 2020. What is it? I just wanted to take this time to say how much I appreciate you. I respect you. I know your theme is we survive, which to me is an understatement of all the things you had to deal with, all the trials and tribulations you had to overcome, I want to tell you, you are a survivor. Hands down, no questions asked. Continue to do what you're doing. Continue to stay strong. Continue to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Continue to ignore these haters. Continue to do exactly what you need to do. You should be turned up and proud of yourself for who you are, the man and the woman that you have become, because I am sure proud of you. I know your parents are proud of you, and there's nothing like a class of 2020. There was nothing like you when you came in this world. It ain't going to be nothing like you while you in this world. It ain't going to be nothing like you when you leave this world. Congratulations. If you need me, holla at me. All right. I love you guys.
Hey, my name is Antonio Davis, McClymonds alumni class of 86. Wanted to drop into the class of 2020 and just congratulate you guys. Congratulate you on your resiliency through this difficult time. You guys have overcame what we're going through today. I want to encourage you to continue to dream, continue to put forth that effort to take that next step. Throughout this time, I know that you wanted to go and celebrate with your family and loved ones because you put in so much work to walk across that stage, and it's not happening. But don't let that be something you look back on as an excuse or a crutch. Make sure that it's a springboard. There's so much out there for you to do today. The world is yours to conquer. Continue to strive for it as you have through this difficult time so you can look back and say, I overcame COVID-19. I overcame a lot of different things, and here I am. So I want to encourage you guys. I want you to continue to do what you do. God bless you, and congratulations again.
Hello, McClymonds Warriors, class of 2020. This is your principal, Jeffrey Taylor. I want to say that even though I've only had 1 year with you all, it has definitely been a year to remember. This will be one for the record books. You guys have struggled through so much this year that I know that you will definitely be successful in your college choice, career choice, or whatever choice you choose beyond high school. Keep up the hard work, and I know you're all going to be successful. One final thing, go Warriors.
Class of 2020, you count, you are valuable, and you represent the power of this great institution, McClymonds. You are resilient, you are the hope, and you are the grace that we need to build a better world. So class of 2020, I'm invested with the authority on behalf of the Board of Education of Oakland. You have fulfilled the requirements of the state of California, and you have been accepted. Class of 2020, congratulations. God bless you, and may the ancestors always keep you.